This is Crocken Farm by GameTimeTone. It's 318.41 megabytes to download. This does require 4 mods for you to download to be able to play this map. They will automatically download if you don't already have them installed once you start downloading this map. They are English Barn Pack and English Style Vehicle Barn Set, both by Lancy Boy. The Lizard Santana 88 pickup by AF Modding, and the British Farmhouse by MS Modding. The description there says, "Welcome to Crocken Farm, a fictional place somewhere in the UK. In new farmer mode, you have inherited Crocken Farm. Use the existing machinery. It's a little worn and damaged, but it will allow you to start your farming business. Work the fields you now own and acquire more to increase your profits. Buy some animals too, but most of all, have fun." There's 36 fields, many shapes and sizes. All areas of the map can be bought. Custom animal husbandry built into the map. All farm buildings, including animal husbandry, can be sold. Many textures, plants and grass to paint down. A free water source at the pond opposite field 30. 2 additional crops, rye and field bean. Use of bigger machinery possible. 20 collectibles to be found. Starter machinery and farm buildings on new farmer mode. 8 sell points. An area to place productions. Sawmill, BJ and animal dealer. And then at the bottom it says, "I hope you enjoy playing Crocken Farm, my first map, as I have enjoyed making it." So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and this is the map, people. So as you can see, various sell points and productions are dotted around. I must say it's pretty fine attempt at a first map, if I'm honest, because I've said it before, I wouldn't even know where to start making a map, but it's pretty impressive. Now, first of all, one thing I want to show you is the new crops that are on this map, or the added in crops, should I say. So if we go across on the crop types and go down, we do have, that is annoying, oh no, there is one there up there, look, that is like a maroony color, that is field beans. So if I click that, so that is on there, and then this sort of, I don't know, beigey looking color, that is rye. So there you go. I'll talk about those in a little bit more, what was required and how you harvest them, etc. like that. We are in new farm mode as always. We are actually over here by the store right next to our modded in Santana pickup thingy majiggy, which is basically a Land Rover, isn't it? But in new farmer mode, we start off owning this, that is it, but we have quite a big farm area which is just here, and then 2 fields. Now the farm area is a bit pricey, but does have all of the animals on it. 921,120 to buy, and that field is 153,000. Field 21, that's 217,000. The prices, they do vary quite a lot, as you imagine. They are a little bit up there with some of them. So this field here is quite a big field, but that is 1.9 million just over. Smaller fields, if we take something like 32, 124 grand, so it's still a little bit pricey. 1.3 million. 512, etc. There is a couple of placeable areas. One is there, for instance, that's 81 grand. I think there's a little one down here as well, and that's 51 grand. But you can pretty much buy the whole of the map, even the areas where there's sell points and productions. There is kind of an outside of a map, it's that, but it just takes in the road around this area for some reason, then just this bit and where the shop is. That's 505,000 to buy though, so like I say, quite pricey. If we stay in this menu and scroll up, there is 20 collectibles to be found. They are the game cartridges. We don't start off with any productions. There is contracts on the other fields that we don't own, and there are the barns and pigsties and things like that, which we start off owning in new farmer mode. our equipment is nothing's older than 3 months, but some of it is a little bit ropey. It needs a bit of repair. And if we go into the prices menu and I scroll all the way down to the bottom, we do have those two added in crop types, field beans and rye. So we've got places to sell them. Only the restaurant for field bean though, so something to note there. And then the crop calendar, if I scroll down the bottom, there is your planting and harvesting windows for those guys. And that is about it for that. We'll go through mods, slot counts, everything now, and then we'll get cracking, I think. So the mods, if we go into this menu and up into here, there is that Lizard Santana 88, which is right in front of us. That is one of the required mods that we do need. So that is the only thing there. We'll do these and then we'll do slot counts. In sheds, we've got those two different shed types from Lancy Boy. You'll see these as we go round, so I won't go into too much detail with them. In silos, we do have this modded in silo, which is a multi-fruit, 25 million litre capacity. That's at the main farm. Silo extensions, we've got this manure heap extension. Couldn't quite see the difference in that really, to be honest, but it's there. And in farmhouses, we've got again that required mod. I won't show you that, that's at the main farm. That was one of the required mods, as I just repeated myself. In production and factories, all the way to the end, we do have a modded in BGA. I think it's just to sort of fit in the map. I don't see much difference about it, and it is just a standard BGA, as you can see by the symbols on the right. And then as for that, I think in animals, it was every single animal we need to look at. So we've got a modded in barn or pasture, whatever like that, for each of the animals. Obviously not the bees or the dog kennels, but the cow barn large, 560 cows we can fit in there. The base game one is only 80. But if I go like this, let me try and find a field where you're going to be able to see that. So you can just about see the fence. That's the base game one that holds 80 cows. What I like what they've done is they've made those fences a lot bigger, so that area is a lot bigger, because obviously it's taken a lot more animals, which is good, a bit more realistic. The horses, that does hold the same as the large base game one, 14 sorry, but again it's been increased, the fence area, so nice that they've done that. The pigs, the capacity is increased significantly, 540 pigs. Same with the sheep, 650 sheep. And then the chickens, it is a pasture, so the base game one is that small little fella, just 30 chickens. This guy hasn't got any fence around it because they are free range, they will roam around. 720 chickens. So moving on from there, that is those mods. We have next landscaping and painting textures. We've got animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, gravel dirt, gravel dust, gravel grass, gravel moss, pathway, pathway gravel, riverbed even, not bread, and wet mud. And then in plants, we've got all the base game ones, but then we've got all these extra ones, grass big, grass middle, and then some different sort of plant types, which is pretty cool, and then back into the base game ones. So that is all of that. We'll do slot counts now. So in new farmer mode, it's 925 slots, and we start off with this equipment. So we've got two John Deere 6250Rs, a Fendt 724 Vario. We've got a very big harvester, the Case Axle Flow. Got JCB telehandler, that's an awesome telehandler. Obviously the Land Rover. Got a Crampe half pipe trailer, header for that harvester. That is a 7.5 meter wide header, and if you look down the bottom, we've got the symbols for those beans and the rye, so you use a normal header to harvest those two. cultivator, decent size one, and we've got a seeder. Again, if you look at the symbols, you can use a seeder or a planter to plant both of those added in crops, so that's pretty cool. We've got a nice roller, we've got the sprayer, we've got a mower, just a front one, a standard baler, not a bell wrapper, telehandler tools, we've got a bucket, pallet fork and spikes. And then obviously as well, guys, your trailers and buckets and things like that are all going to be adapted to take the new crops, as the silo as well, and a header trailer. There you go. Now if you wanted to sell off all that equipment, get slot count down to 769, you can even drop that right down to 662 by selling off all of the buildings and sheds, animal pens at the main farm. Now if you come on here in farm manager and start from scratch, the slot count is 662. That is because you start off with nothing. All the buildings, the farmhouse, the sheds, the animal pens are not at the main farm, so it's just a wide open space. So if you did come on here in those two modes, you could really build up a decent farm around that area. But there we go, that is it. We are going to get going. Got to get used to getting in this side now. Spent so long in left hand drive ones. We are at the store, like I say. We are vehicle shop, workshop trigger just there, shop just there, icon. We're going to go out this way. There is a pretty cool build up area just across here, a few houses, and I like the road name signs that they've done, dealer way, so we are on. There's a few of those dotted around. That's pretty cool. So like I say, for a first map, pretty good. Got a fuel station there. As you can see, some of it is quite open. So it's not like your usual sort of tight yard, overhanging trees on the UK maps. It's a little bit different. Now on the left here we've got the restaurant sale point, so that is literally just here off the road. A lot of the buildings, sale points, etc. have been renamed, which again is cool. So this is the Weary Farmer Restaurant, if I can say it. Off we go down this way. What I will say is, because things are spread around the map, it is a little bit of a drive to get to certain things, so you will see what I mean in a second, especially towards the end when we have to drive across the top of the map to get to the BGA. We've got a lovely bit of water area, so you're going to be able to grab your water from there, like it said in the description, opposite field 30, which is there. But decent sized fields as well. I know they're expensive, but I think you can earn some decent money on this map. And obviously this Land Rover isn't the fastest. I know we could have leased to pick up. Probably should have done that, to be honest with you, but they've given us this, so why not use it? It's not as slow as a tractor. As you can see, we've got a few clumps of trees scattered around the map here and there, which is nice. Again, more potential to earn a bit of money. On the right hand side, that's one of the placeable areas that I showed you. So it does have a gate to it. Pretty flat. Could put a little field in there if you wanted to. But anyway, in here we do have, this is the farm shop sale point. Just here. The rest is all just decorative buildings. And then moving on from there, we've got another bit of a drive all the way across the bottom of the map to the animal dealer. Is this guy cool? He speeded up, didn't he? Sped up, should I say? Proper English. Yeah, I'm a little behind on some of my map tours. This came out yesterday, so I'm trying to catch up. But when we go up the top of the hill there, look, we can see across just about. Pretty good view. The edge of the map's not too bad, I suppose. You can see just beyond it. Looks like it carries on in the distance. But we are just trundling along. Yeah, I think a pickup might have been better. Never mind. I can see buildings. We are almost there. So this next place is going to be the animal dealer. It's got a sell point there as well for like your bell types or your loose. And that sell point is literally just here. Again, custom signed, renamed Crocken Livestock Sales. And then your animal dealer dialogue box is just there, like so. And if we go around here and into this, there's another sign there. Look, this is Crocken Road. Love all the little water puddles, that's pretty cool. This is Crocken Grain, as you can see by the sign, so another sale point. We can drive all the way out this way, back onto that main road. And then we're going to head on up to our farm that we start off with in new farmer mode. You might just about see it over there in the distance. Do have a lot of tracks that go in between the fields, so looks like pretty easy access. All this area to our left, look, is all open and barren, so potential to do something with that area. But just up here somewhere there is a turning on our right. I nearly missed it when I was doing my little whiz round earlier to get my bearings. Hope I don't miss it again. There we go, I think I can see it. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? There it is. There we go, we're in. This is now our farm, so I'll come back to the cow barn. Got a huge shed, shed even there. These are some of Lancey Boys' sheds with our equipment in. These do have lights. Oh, if I give it a chance to, there we go. Pretty cool, do like those mods. Then we've got more of our equipment in that shed. This is our silo, like I say, multi-fruit. Another huge shed here, open one. We do have that farmhouse just here. Can't go in there, it's just as it is, but we do have the sleep trigger there by the front door, and then this one's going to be your wardrobe function, but nicely detailed. It's a nice mod, that. And then jumping back in, a couple more of those sheds that we saw up the top. Open shed there again, and then we've got this shed, which has got two doors on, more equipment. This one you can stand wherever you like for the lights to go on and off, which is good. So yeah, another open one, we've done that. And then this is our chicken pasture, which like I say is open. 720 chickens. They will appear all round out there. Don't think they come out into the yard, but feed trough there and your egg spawn point just there. We'll move round to where the cows are. So as you can see, we've got a manure heap there ready to go. Oh, I see, I'm so used to getting out the other side and just running off. Obviously cows are going to appear all out there. Slurry point, collection point there, so it is the same setup as the base game barn. Feed and straw in there, and then round the other side is going to be your dialogue box and milk collection point. So 560 cows, your milk point just there. You can open these doors like so. Going on from there, we'll go round to the pigs and the sheep. So it is quite open. Look, there's one of our fields to our left, decent size, and you can see the size of these pastures, so plenty of room for the animals, which is good. So this is the sheep. Dialogue box here, 650. Feed troughs just there, and your wall would be round this side. Look, you can just see the markers, but like I say, all pretty much the same as the base game. Pens and pastures, just been slightly modified. Piggy wiggies, feed in there and straw. Dialogue box 540. No, we can't open that shed. And then round this side we do have a slurry collection point. Now there is no manure heap down this end, so I'm not sure if they're going to use that manure pit over by the cows. It might be a little bit too far away. I'm not sure the distance of it, so you may have to put another one down if you wish to. And then last but not least, we have the horses. Again, huge pasture for them. So this was 14 horses. I won't jump out. Feed trough, and that's for the straw just there. And then we've got another shed just there. And that is the farm, but we've got all this open area still behind us. So, and you can imagine if you come on here and farm manage and start from scratch, none of that is there. That then puts that, oh come on pal, I let you go and you just slam your brakes on. That is going to become a really huge open area, so plenty of potential to make some more fields if you want to sort of scale down your farm a little bit. You don't want it that open, you don't want it that big. Just in here we have Crocken oilseed and grain, which is another sale point, and we can drive out this way back onto this road, which is the road we need. The hedges, I will wait until there's no poles in the way. They don't have any collisions on them, so we can just drive straight through. We've got a little bit of a residential area come out, so we're supposed to go 30 miles per hour, but we won't. Oh, she's just crossing the road, not a care in the world. But there is people roaming around, as you can see. This is the supermarket sale point, just round the back. Carry on up. In amongst all these trees here, again, we have the sawmill. There's been quite a few maps that have just been surrounded by trees. It's pretty good, the sawmill like that. By that area, you haven't got too far to carry your logs, have you? So all your usual sort of triggers, etc. like that. So I won't go in too much detail. And that is all of that side. We just need to head over to where the BGA is now, and that should be us done, guys. There is another placeable area over here on our right, if you remember me mentioning it. Just in there, again another gate. But if I go through the hedge, you can see pretty flat, pretty good. And we've got a track that leads across the top of the map now. Bit of a drive, but we will do it. But again, I like all the puddles that have been done. It's all quite sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, with all the trees and bushes up here. It might come to me in a minute. but it's all sort of overgrown. That isn't the word I'm looking for, but I can't think what I am trying to say. It's there in my head, but it's just not coming out. So yeah, a UK map as well. I don't know if you noticed on the PDA, this could be dangerous, so I'll put cruise control on. We do have the Union Jack look around the map, which is pretty cool again, having that. Right, here we go. We are here at the BGA. Got a couple of things going on in here as well, not just the BGA. So we've got a sell point here. This is BGA Bay 1, where you can sell things. And this one in front of us is BGA Bay 2. So they will be competing for prices and for your business. Do have a debris crusher just there for selling your stones. And then the BGA. Now, as you can see, there is no triggers here, so you will need to buy it. I will not buy it because we do not have enough money, but once you buy that plot of land, oh, I'll tell you what, it's not that expensive, to be honest with you, is it? I forgot about that. That's a pretty decently priced BGA. If we buy that, they all appear. And were they there before? I can't remember. Dear, yeah. But it says we own the land, and there's all the triggers, guys. So now, oh, where have we gone? Now if we go over here, we can manage it. And as you can see, it is a standard BGA. But there you go. There is no bunker silos here, though, interestingly enough. It is just as it is. But there you go, that is Crocken Farm. Let's just quickly show you where we did go. We started down here at the shop, went round a kind of loop like that, went all the way down into here to this sell point, the farm shop, I think, all the way across the animal dealer into that sell point, all the way up into the farm, round through there, that sell point, up through there, into that sale point, yeah, supermarket. Thought I'd missed one then. Into the sawmill, past the, or through the hedges and through the placeable area, and all the way across the top there to the BGA. And that is it, we've done it. Crocken Farm by GameTimeTone. Please let me know your thoughts on it, and please be nice, because it is their first map. But if you have enjoyed the map tour, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, that'd be fantastic. And don't forget to smash the bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.